Dragonov, what is going on, brother? Welcome to the stream. You got a big match tonight. Doing good. Doing really good. All right, let's get this thing going, guys. Welcome to Newcastle, England, the home of TSW's Queen of the Ring. And tonight, we are going to decide who is the King of the Ring in the finale. But to get this thing started, we're going to start off with the hardcore title. Now, we know that a lot of stuff happened in the last episode. Looks like we have an NWO invasion on our hands. And after talking to Commissioner Cena, he's going to attack this thing head on. Instead of just cutting these wrestlers completely out, he's going to give TSW a chance to compete and rid TSW Wrestling of the New World Order. Not necessarily the wrestlers, but it might be, right? It depends. But definitely getting rid of the New World Order. We've seen what they did in WCW. Took that programming over. They tried to take over WWE, but they held them off. They were getting a little older at that time. And the other thing is, we don't even know if they have the rights to use the NWO trademarking. So, all stuff we're going to have to keep our eye on. But I am glad Digital Dogs is in the comment section because he is about to see his new wrestler for the first time. There he is.
The following contest is an elimination match and is for the championship. Introducing the challenger from Dodoma, Tanzania, weighing in at 252 pounds, the show Dizzy Dog.
Digital Dogs, don't even know if that arm on his right arm is real. That could be a robotic arm. Don't know how it got there. Don't know what happened in the transformation of Digital, but I do know he's back, and he is going to face GC Rock and a few others for the hardcore title. Have to keep an eye out, maybe see if we can learn more about what exactly happened to Digital. Digital was this big, and now he's this big. He's huge.
And introducing the challenger from Birmingham, Alabama, weighing in at 220 pounds, Andrew Justice.
I would hope that's against the rules, but we don't even know if that is what that is. So we're gonna have to keep our eye on that. And then in stark contrast, Eagle Star is the smallest wrestler, not by weight, but by height, the shortest wrestler we have in TSW. But he's a bounty hunter. That's his background, is he's a bounty hunter. So he is here to collect the bounties and see if he can collect this hardcore bounty and take the title home. There's a few people that probably are going to have a little bit to say about that. Thought he was going to go over the top rope, changes his mind. And I think this is the first title shot Eagle has gotten. And that sound is unmistakable. That is the music of the New World Order. And just last Thursday night.
And from Huntsville, Alabama, weighing in at 268 pounds, the Outlaw, Jay Wagner.
Jace Wagner, the tag team partner of Totes McGoats, turned on Totes. Totes ended up in a 2-on-1 match, and then Jace tries to sneak him again. Totes somehow hangs on, beats all three of them, but I do not think that that's how it's going to go, and that probably took a lot out of Totes. Although he is also the world champion, so he should be wrestling tonight. But don't know how much he has actually left in the tank. And the New World Order is going to be going after the TSW titles. We have got to hold them off until we can figure out what's going on with those guys.
Introducing the champion from Birmingham, England, weighing in at 310 pounds. He is the Alliance Hardcore Champion, GC Rock.
GC Rock, the leader of the second wave, coming down to the ring, and it will land on his shoulders right now not to give the New World Order their first title belt. It lands on Digital, it lands on England, but ultimately GC Rock is the one walking that title down to the ring. So quite a first match for our Queen of the Ring pay-per-view, and tonight we will figure out who the Queen of the Ring is. We already know, and congratulations goes out to Dragonov. Last week he won the King of the Ring. He has already changed a lot of his stuff playing up the King of the Ring. Looks very, very cool. We'll have to see if the Queen does the same thing. But we're going to figure out who the Queen is tonight. So here we go, Hardcore Championship on the line. Hardcore Championship on the line. Will this be the New World Order's first title belt in their supposed takeover? Or will they come up empty here? I'll be honest, that move that Jace just did, the helicopter, he has won many matches on. And both of them put in a Steiner recliner, trying to fight out of him. Digital gets out of it, now Eagle out of it, and both of them up. And Digital setting up for his trademark doghouse move. And what goes up will come back down. Look at Eagle walking the rope. Takes out the leg of GC Rock. And this Queen of the Ring match is well underway. Oh, Digital looked like he was setting up for it again. Jace and GC Rock both kind of reeling. Has got to get some of this stuff turned around. Referee trying to keep his eye on the action. But yeah, the New World Order, that is, we've got to figure out if they're even allowed to have that trademark at all. Hollywood Hogan, the last I knew, Hollywood Hogan, Kevin Nash, Scott Hall, and Six, or X-Pac, are the ones that retain the rights. They're the ones that are actually inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame. So, haven't heard from them, something that we probably have to keep an eye out for. But look at the outside of the ring, all red carpet. No expenses spared in creating the Queen of the Ring arena. Jace going for the pin on Digital, not even a 1 count. GC Rock and Eagle going at it on the outside. Now I know that carpet looks soft, but it is not soft out there. There is no padding on the outside. So outside of that ring is not where you want to be taking body slams. Eagle now going for the pin. GC kicks out, not even a 1 count. Jace, in that modified maneuver from Totes McGoat, still has that move. Gets a 2 count on Digital, and now things are starting to heat up a little bit. What's going on? Tim, welcome to the stream. Eagle, welcome to the stream. Eagle go for the pin on GC Rock. 1, 2, 3, and Eagle has eliminated GC Rock. So no matter what happens tonight, we will have a new champion, and that is what I'm talking about. The great equalizer is on the outside of that ring. Holy cow. And when you look at the size of Eagle, Eagle is the smallest one in the ring and comes away with the first pin. Eagle, no slouch. Big head scissors takedown, and now Eagle going after the next biggest guy. Splits Digital open. You can't see it through the mask, but he is bleeding under the mask now. Jace stuck in the corner. 1, only a 1 count, and he kicks out. Jace now trying to get his wits about him, and probably doesn't even realize up to this point that Eagle has eliminated GC Rock. Jace has him in the Steiner recliner, and for some reason Digital says, no, I'm going to pin him. Kicks Jace off of him. Eagle in the ropes, though. And now Digital firmly in control of what's going on inside this arena. Digital can't decide exactly what he wants to do with Jace, but hangs him in the tree of woe, and a big shot right to the abdomen. Eagle getting his wits about him, belly to belly on the big man, and he didn't pick him up far, but he did get him over. And now he puts him in a weird looking submission hold, but Digital right out. Jace back up on top of that. Takes Digital down. Digital reverses it around, but right now it looks like both wrestlers really wanted to go after Digital. Digital holding his own, though. Gets him up on his shoulders and takes him down. Big belly buster there. Digital hooking in the sharpshooter and taps out Digital. And now either the NWO is going to win or Digital is going to eliminate all 3 contestants to bring home his first title, which would be the hardcore title. Hardcore title on the line right now. And shoulder block. I told you, Eagle is nobody to sleep on. Jace, very proud of that elbow he just dropped on Digital. Rolls him up for the pin. 1, 2, 3, and the NWO walks away with their first title, the hardcore title, and we did not want that to happen.
Alliance Hardcore Champion, the Outlaw Jay Wagner.
But you look at what Digital did. In the 2 guys, he eliminated the 2 biggest guys and was probably wore out. But I'm telling you, after this, there is definitely a one-on-one shot in Digital's future for that title belt. That could happen as soon as tomorrow night on TSW Monday Night Wrestling. That was an amazing effort. But unlucky for digital, unlucky for TSW Wrestling, and look at what we have here. Look at what we have here. It is going to be the Legends versus the Maniacs. Now, I'm going to tell you, the Legends are giving up an awful lot of weight in the ring to the Maniacs. Maniacs are a big tag team. Even for a tag team, they are a large tag team. So this isn't going to be some easy thing. And it's TSW, we got to start exacting some revenge. Oh, you did put up a heck of a fight. Yeah, when you see things like that, you are definitely going to get another shot at the title for sure. And one-on-one. See if you can take Jace one-on-one. I think that is in your future. Definitely in your future. And I think it's going to be tough all around tonight, but we have to come out on top with the NWO and not let them get a strong foothold inside of TSW Wrestling. That cannot happen. For sure. And to this point, we don't even know if there's any TSW wrestlers in the women's division. In the New World Order. I mean, these guys are bold. They're even using the New World Order's video footage. So if they don't have it, if they don't have the rights to use it, there's probably some big lawsuits that could be coming down their way. It looks like the New World Order are all wearing, and look, they're all got the ode to Macho Man Randy Savage and the ode to Hollywood Hulk Hogan, along with the NWO, the boys, or the band is back together shirts. I don't know. I don't know. We'll have to see what happens. But right now, it falls on the Maniacs to handle their business and retain these titles tonight and put a beating on the two of them. Now, Totes won, but I don't know that he necessarily put a beating on them. I mean, everybody was bleeding, don't get me wrong, but I think Totes took the brunt of that. Maniacs ready to go right now. Raiders saying he wants them right now. Right now. The two of you, right now. Raider and SCJumpman. Looking to do their damage against the New World Order, and I'm going to tell you, we need somebody to.
The legend, Danny Lance, Payne Dawn Harvey, on the way to the ring. At a combined weight of 445 pounds, the legend, Danny Lance, and Payne Dawn Harvey, the NWO. The legend, Danny Lance.
All right, Danny Ladz and Raider fixing to get. Now, see, when Totes went to tagging his partner last time, that is not how it went. It went the opposite of that. And now Jace, Totes' old tag team partner, is the hardcore title holder. Now, I'll tell you something else that also does. It also frees up GC Rock to get back into the world title hunt. So, G not winning it, not necessarily a bad thing. But the NWO winning it is not a good thing. And remember, we don't control any of it. Oh! Little jump flip, body splash, but from the apron. Pretty impressive there, but Raider says, look, I'm not having it. And gives him a big clothesline with the right arm. Danny fights through it so he doesn't take on the double team from the Maniac, but whips Raider into the corner. Reverses that double team. Now the referee isn't even going to know who the legal man is because he is just getting up, and now all of a sudden all he knows is Hardy's in there. Looks like he's going to roll with it, though. And Raider tags in SCJumpman. And SCJumpman moves pretty big, or pretty good for a big guy. But that is what it's going to take from Paden and from Danny if they want to win this thing. It is going to take a lot of in and out tags because Raider and the Maniacs, one, they don't care. They got some crazy moves. They will give up their body, and they are big guys. Oh! That is SCJumpman's classic field goal kick. But they are going to have to contend with the speed of Paden and Danny Ladz. Now, he's going up to the top rope. This could be a big move. Missile drop kick, but Jump sees that coming. Gets out of the way. Paden Hardy lands right on that tough surface. Jumps through and gets smashed down onto that surface again. Jumpman getting pumped up. But Dragon Screw takedown. Goes to hit him. Jump rolls out of the way. Hits him with a knee. And at some point, not that it matters to Jump or Raider, but because you can't lose the title outside the ring on a countout, so it doesn't really matter to them, but it's just not what they do. Now, just kind of letting those two know, hey, this is how powerful me and Raider really are. Let me get him back in here. Let him show you a few moves. That quick sitting Hogan leg drop from Raider. Raider brings him over. Big right hand. Puts him in a better position so Danny can see what was happening to his partner. Whips him back into the corner. And a big clothesline. Again. And now Paden trying to recover a little bit from this front face buster. Rolls him up. 1, 2, but you got to know it was way too early for that. Way too early. That is exactly right. This is TSW's house, and we need this match to send a message to the New World Order that the tag team title belts are staying right around the waist of the Maniacs. Danny whipped into the corner and gets that big clothesline again. That has really got to take it out of you. You got that, yeah, there's padding on them still turnbuckles, but that padding is not that great. And now Raider just kind of taking a break, saying, let me rethink what I'm doing here. Let's let Danny get to his feet. Let's let the announcer get a drink. Gets whipped into the corner. And what is that? Like a busting Bronco move from Danny Ladz in the corner. Now that missile drop kick he's got in the corner, which is a high impact kick. Looks like Danny might have been setting up, but isn't. Raider trying to crawl to get SCJumpman into the match. Picks up Danny and puts him in the haterade. Rolls him up. 1, 2. And almost a 3 count there. Kind of shocked that nobody came in to try to break up that, but I'm up for it. Let it go one at a time. That'll work. Backbreaker. Put on to Danny. Danny trying to crawl out of the ring. Raider trying to stop him. Needs to get SCJumpman in. Goes to get him in. Danny fights through that and throws Raider outside of the ring. They are good. But I'm going to tell you, everybody, and I made it this way, everybody in TSW is good wrestlers. Everybody in TSW wrestling is good wrestlers. So it makes for really, really interesting matches. I love it. And of all the leagues I've got, this is by far my favorite. Whoa, little sidestep on the outside. And please don't let this be the glitch. Thank goodness. I don't like, that's the one thing, and I hope that gets fixed. Danny delivering the boot. And a big side drop kick. Where he takes that right boot right across the side of the head instead of head on. Whips him back in the corner. Referee's down though, and here we go again. Tags in Paden again. At some point you would think the referee is like, wait, what? Like, seriously, who's the legal man? That was a crazy double team. And Paden now setting up for his finishing move. And Jump's going to get in for that. Danny didn't even see it coming. By the time he saw it coming, SCJumpman in and out of the ring. So what's Paden doing? Like he was taking a minute just to regather himself again. There isn't a lot of people. Oh. Body splash. There isn't a lot of people that kick out with Paden's finishing maneuver. Yeah, first time I've actually heard it put exactly that way, but I agree with you 100%. Gets him up. I thought you might like it. I thought you might like it. Raider getting control of it again. DDT on Paden right into the ring. And that corkscrew takedown maneuver on the knee. Raider crawling the wrong way though. Paden now trying to get up on top of this. Whips him into the ropes. Misses. And, oh, went to get a big clothesline. Ducks it. Toe picks him into the ropes. Now he's hung up. Little Bronco busted into the second ropes. And talking to SCJumpman saying, see what I did to your boy. And that's just the kind of thing that the NWO is known for. Poor sportsmanship. But the thing that makes you mad about it is they're pretty good. They're good enough that the poor sportsmanship pisses you off. But Raider gets the emergency tag in, and SCJumpman laying the smack it down on their candy rear ends, and a huge clothesline to Paden. But Jump is on a title. Jump is on a title. He's on an island right now by himself. Can't believe what's going on. Thought he would get the 3 count. Now he's setting up for the patented SCJumpman crisscross, because that'll make you want to jump. And big crisscross maneuver. Pulls him into the center of the ring. Raider is not back up on the ledge yet, so when he goes for this pin, there is nothing stopping Danny Ladz. 1, and only a 1 count. Raider gets up, but a little too late. Jump tries to get him. Danny reverses that around and jumps out of the ring. That is good. Oh, splits Paden Hardy wide open again. Paden whips Jump into the corner. Big right hand. Thought he might try to get Danny tagged in, but doesn't. Goes for like the half Steiner recliner rear chin lock. Jump trying to get his senses back about him. Big right hand clothesline. Thought that might have missed, but now Paden jumps, gets Danny Ladz tagged in. And now it's both teams' freshest wrestlers, and what was that from the big man? I'm shocked that Danny's legs didn't buckle. There's a solid chance if Jump can hit this, the crisscross right now. Danny catches it though, doesn't let it go in, because Paden Hardy is still on the ground right now. Gets in, locks in the half Boston Crab. Jump trying to get to the corner, can't though, does kick out of it. And you can tell even Raider is tired right now. What a crazy fight going on right now. Danny goes for the pin, 1, 2, rolls him through, but he does have that Boston Crab locked in really low on the legs. Jump has got to fight out of this, and does, but you can tell the damage has been done. His lower back is feeling it right now. Danny trying to stay on top, and Jump trying to fight through this. He splits Danny Ladz open. Gets Raider tagged back in, double team maneuver, and this does not, owie! I've never seen that before. Danny rolls out of the way, gets 1 punch in, and DDT right into the mat, and holy Moses. Oh, head scissors kick. Danny looking like he's got a second wind. Super kick up underneath the chin. Looked like he was going to set up for it. And is setting up. Gets that high jumping swinging neck breaker, and that usually means his finishing move is really... It normally follows right after that, but doesn't this time for some reason. Not going to complain about it, though. Raider gets Jump tag back in. Raider going to use Jump like he's a missile. Jumping cross body, and that is a lot of weight coming down on a cross body. Danny finally gets Paden tagged in. Paden hits Jump, but Jump right back up. Grabs that arm, spins through, and a huge clothesline almost takes Paden out of his boots, knocks the mask right off of his head. Luckily that thing was fast on. 1, 2, and I am shocked he kicked out of that. Danny Ladz still on the ground, and the NWO brought down another member. Cameron so far has not been involved at all in this match. Is he going to play a part? Paden kicks out, and now Paden setting up for the Hardy Bomb one more time, but Jump trying to crawl, using the ropes to get up. And there it is, Hardy Bomb rolls up the leg, but in the ropes, kicks out. Raider going for it. Paden catches him on the way in, but that is just enough to get Jump back to his feet. Up into the old pump handle slam right down on top of the old melon. right on top of the John Cougar Mellencamp. And Jump just hitting splash after splash on the ground on Paden in different ways. That is a lot of weight, though, to be coming down on top of Paden. Paden somehow back to his feet. And you would think he would want to tag Danny in, but Danny also looks extremely exhausted. Head scissors takedown by the big guy. Raiders still on the ground. Jump setting up again for the crisscross. Gets him. That is not the crisscross. 1, 2. Not sure what that was, but that was not the crisscross. Takes him, sets him up against the rope. Hits him with the punch, whips him into the next rope. And Paden reverses back out of it. Whips him into the corner. And this is just back and forth now. I think Jump was going for a big cross arm. Yeah, it does have that feel. That is right. Danny Ladz sets, but misses. Jump sidesteps him. And Danny gets back in control of things. There's that head scissors again. And you can tell all four competitors trying to slow it down a little. Big splash, misses. Head scissors takedown on Danny. Paden jumps out of the way to avoid it. And I think he was going for that Bronco ride again where he pounds the top of the head. But missed it. Danny rolls back around. Actually hit him with the love you buy. And they win the tag team titles. This is not how TSW wants this to go down. Holy Moses.
Here are your winners and the new Alliance Tag Team, the legend, Danny Lance and Payne Dawn Harvey, the NWO.
Who is going to stop the NWO? Because I am sure that this isn't over. Matter of fact, the NWO and Rob Lee have a world title shot tonight against Totes McGoats, and I got to tell you, that's great. Totes McGoats did whatever he did on Thursday, but that was only a couple days ago, and how recovered can he be energy-wise? Because that does count, and that does matter in the universe mode. Starting to get a little bit nervous. It's almost like these guys donned the NWO colors and now have got some kind of new gear. Man, oh man. Great match though, but holy cow, we have one match that's not NWO related. Looks like the tag team of PMS are going to take on the Empire of Pain for the TSW women's tag team titles. Hey, this may be a job where maybe Digital Dogs and Rowdy have to come in and fight for the tag team titles to bring them back to TSW. Who knows? We already know Eagle is going to go take on Jace Wagner and try to bring back the hardcore title. But NWO is now starting to get a foothold inside TSW, and we have got to limit the damage. Totes cannot let them win the world title tonight. There's just no way that can happen. And that's not the only title. There is one more title. Yeah, there's one more title on the line tonight. The light heavyweight title is on the line tonight, and there is an NWO member fighting inside of there too. So, what's going on, Herbie? Welcome to the stream, brother. And the only thing I can say is, so far, thank God, there are no women NWO members. Right now, to my knowledge, it is only the men's division that have NWO members in it. So, PMS, Pretty Mean Sisters, kind of funny play on a tag team title name. What a great Sunday, though, and it has been, you know, even though we haven't had the outcomes we wanted, to this point, these have been some really, really solid wrestling matches. Have been fun to watch. I wish they would have gone the other way so far. But we have got to slow down the progress of the New World Order and get them back out of TSW. And who knows, maybe Hogan shows up and says, hey, look, that's our stuff, and he rids TSW of the New World Order before they even really get started, even though they're started right now. The women of Sting, the Empire of Pain, the current TSW Women's Tag Team Champions, making their way down to the ring right now to face PMS. And this is, thankfully, the first non-NWO wrestling match of our Queen of the Ring pay-per-view. You know, the other funny thing is I really thought that after Monday Night Wrestling and we had the Queen of the Ring finale set, that we would almost kind of get a step back, take a breather, ride that. We've had a lot of momentum and a lot of stuff happening in almost every single match, and then think that maybe that Thursday Night Wrestling show, the biggest thing that would happen there would be the brand new arena. Don't know if you guys caught that, but the Thursday Night Wrestling arena, very cool. Love how it came out. At some point, I want to almost put out a video that shows the dark match arenas, because they are pretty darn cool themselves, and I keep making more of them.
Lightning Heather D. The Rebel M. Watson.
So Mrs. Totes McGoats and Misti versus Miss Scorpion and Miss Nightmare. Who Miss Nightmare, I'm going to tell you, she's scary all by herself. But yeah, we might put out some kind of video that showcases some of the rings that we have made for TSW Wrestling. They're pretty cool. The last one especially, and what I'm trying to do is actually make a more of a gym series. So, you know, we can always hope. Rowdy, welcome to the Queen of the Ring pay-per-view event. Good to have you here, brother. Right now the NWO is getting the best of TSW. But no NWO members in this match. This is just going to be a straight-up TSW wrestlers match going for the TSW Women's Tag Team Championships. Miss Scorpion punching the knee of Heather. Goes for the pin, not even a one count. I'm going to tell you, everything that happened, all the matches that happened the way they happened. I don't control anything. But when I saw those matches, I was like, you know, we could string those together to make a very interesting story. And then I had to go and do cutscenes that are programmed in the game, but put the right people in them, which it took over 9 hours to make that 1 hour event. So that's why I'd much rather do this. I'd much rather be here and interact with you. But when I saw the story, I was like, and I told you something big. I've got some big ideas. That's not it. That's the start of it, but that isn't the only thing. So we'll have to see how it works out. It's not like we can write long-term storylines because I don't control the wrestlers. So it's all based on what goes on here tonight. And the next night, and the next night. But, yeah, been a lot of fun. I think the NWO title, or storyline, is pretty good, and it will get us to the next big thing. There's more big things in the future of TSW wrestling for sure. But Miss Nightmare and Misti, now, I'm going to tell you this. The thing that I've always noticed about Misti and Heather wrestling, they are very good as a tag team, and they do make quick tags in and out consistently. Doesn't happen all the time, but consistently they do it. They are very good together. But individually, Miss Scorpion, Miss Nightmare, they are also very, very tough. So, who knows? We could see new tag champs tonight. We might not see them for a long time. And they've all been trained by Sting, so there is that. There's also some other settings that we have been playing with a little bit, where finishing moves are now more powerful. When you see a finishing move happen, if somebody kicks out of it now, it is crazy. Depending on what the finishing move is. Let me say that. Heather does need a win. Now, she had 2 pins in a match, and then ends up losing it overall. Kind of like the same thing that just happened to Herbie in the hardcore title match. Herbie took down the 2 biggest competitors in that ring and then lost to the next one. You can tell his back was sore from picking up the big guys and throwing them down, but a great fight. And Herbie tomorrow night will get his shot at the TSW hardcore title belt again in an extreme title match. Nightmare going for the pin on Misti. Heather jumps, saves her. Man, our prayers go out to you, Eagle, for sure. For sure, you and your wife both. I will let my wife know so that you're in both of our prayers. This Nightmare, though, getting up on top of these. Getting up on top of things right here. Misti out of nowhere hits her with the red bond. 1, 2. And that move, just so you know, in real life, in that move, 10 years it's been in the WWE, nobody has kicked out of it in real life. And Misti has it. That move is called the End of Days. Look that up on YouTube. The End of Days. Never been kicked out of. It's one of the protected moves, and I wish this game would have protect. God, dog it, what was that? Goes to throw her up, gets all caught up in the ring ropes. But yeah, I wish they had protected wrestling moves, and picks her up. That shows you the power of Miss Nightmare. Picks her up by her forehead and slams her down. Misti trying to get the advantage on her again to tag out and can't do it. Miss Nightmare apparently hadn't gone to the gym today. So picks her up, and that is a long way down. That was a crazy move. Yeah, damn near broke the rope. And you can break the ring. I've never seen it happen, but you can break the ring in this game. This game, you could break the entire ring. Never seen it done, but it can be done. Typically when this happens, they're setting up for their finisher. And there it is, the bone crusher from Miss Nightmare rolls up Misti, high up on that leg, 1, and Heather breaks it up with a 1 count. Miss Nightmare takes out Heather. Miss Scorpion almost takes out the referee, and now Misti's on an island. She's the only dog in the fight right now. Heather on the ground after making that save. And Misti has got to stay in control because there is no reset button right now. Misti has that armbar locked in. Miss Nightmare fights through it and doesn't get it. Ducks the clothesline, picks her up, and a big slam. Miss Scorpion gets tagged in. And kind of in that semi-extraction move from Totes. We've talked about it before. Totes also trained by the Singer. So it's not shocking that they both kind of have the move. Totes does it a lot differently though, but it's similar. And it looks like she's setting up right now for the Scorpion Bomb. Hits it in her own corner, but Misti's foot up underneath the rope. Yeah, that's exactly how you do it. That is exactly how you do it, Rowdy. That is for sure. Now, Rowdy, if you do get the game, if you get WWE 2k19, and you make your own wrestler and upload it, tell me the name of it, I'll download it, and that will be the person I use in the match. I may do some touch-ups to it, depends, but Kedri did that, I used him. Eagle Star has done that, I did some touch-ups to Eagle's character, but I think Eagle's fine with him, I don't know. I haven't heard any complaints yet. And here we go with the H-bomb. But Miss Nightmare trying to distract the referee. Will Heather go for the pin? Brings her out. Goes for the pin. 1, 2. Not even quite 2. Misti tries to get over to Miss Nightmare. Doesn't do it. And Heather with a crazy reverse slam on Miss Nightmare. Now Miss Scorpion on an island. But she has got to maintain control of the match because now there is nobody to help her. Big drop kick. I don't even know what to call that. Maybe the semi-extraction because it's not really... Looks really similar, though. 2, 3. Wait, what? Misti didn't even jump in the ring to help her out. I don't think that she thought that she wouldn't kick out of that move. Empire Pain.
Here are your winners, and still the Alliance Women's Tag Team, Miss Scorpion and Miss Nightmare. The Empire of Pain.
Oh, yeah. 100%. I already got it. NWO edition. Just so you guys know, NWO for life. I was NWO when NWO wasn't cool. You know what I mean? Everybody's like, oh, NWO. Until Singh came along. Singh is my favorite wrestler. Singh is my favorite wrestler, so then I rooted against him, and then Singh became NWO, and I was like, thank God, more do NWO. That's why you'll see I'll wear the NWO red and black shirt. But yeah, love the NWO. But that is crazy. You know, Misti has got to be kicking herself right now for not getting in. It was right there. It was in her corner. And just kind of did a quick tag. She missed what was going on. That's why you watch most of my stuff, the NWO. If I could make it make sense, the NWO will get involved. I don't like it when you just bring it in for whatever, and it's the same old hashed up NWO stuff. You know what I mean? I do like taking it and then making it into something different, something better, something that maybe they missed when they were doing it. That's what I like to do with all my storylines. You know, the WWE right now, and for a long time, because there hasn't been that competition. That's why I really root for the AEW. I root for AEW, Impact Wrestling. I hope those guys do well. We need another WCW-like company to come in and elevate what the WWE is doing, which will elevate what they're doing, and they just keep elevating. That's why wrestling was so great from 1995 to 2001. Yeah, WCW has fallen off. I get it. Vince Russo wrote some of the dumbest stuff I've ever seen. But Vince Russo, on the flip side, wrote some really good stuff for WWE. So, go figure. You know what I mean? Who knows? Cruiserweight title on the line.
Introducing the challenger from London, England, the legend killer, Jane.
Jane making her way down to the ring. Oh, I will, 100%. And what's even crazier, AEW started in Huntsville, Alabama. That's where their very first show was, in the Von Braun Center. I wasn't there. I wasn't into wrestling at that time, though. So, yeah, no, I don't watch a lot of current wrestling today. I try sometimes, and I don't like it. They have these stars that they could build up and make and do some great stuff with, and it's just like they're missing the bus and missing the bus and missing the bus. You guys are always like, hey, maybe you should get on and do the commentary for, one of these wrestling promotions. What I should do is write their storylines. You want to see some crazy stuff? I've got books and books and books. This is one of like 30 books of nothing but storylines and stuff that you haven't seen in wrestling. And the NWO is in the women's division now too.
From Huntsville, Alabama, Showtime, AJ Wagner.
Allison Wagner. If you haven't heard me tell you who she is, that is my sister-in-law. Jace is my brother. That's his wife. So Allison Wagner now, if Jace is a part of the NWO, I guess it makes sense that his wife is a part of the NWO too. Oh yeah, ECW was amazing. ECW was amazing on a whole nother level because they didn't care. They were the anti-establishment, right? They were anti-everything. Hardcore everything. Do crazy everything. But that's why Mankind became Mankind.
From Little Rock, Arkansas, she is the Women's Cruiserweight Champion. The real deal, Mean.
Mimi, Cruiserweight title. Nobody has beat Mimi for that title since its inception, and she is a two-time champion, right? But she ends up winning the television title, vacates the Cruiserweight title, loses the television champion, and then comes back and in the vacated title match to name a new title holder, wins that. So she's the only Cruiserweight title holder there's ever been, and she's been the Cruiserweight title holder twice. Yeah, always insane. And so many people, if you really look at it, ECW created a lot of wrestlers. I can't even say a lot enough. They made more wrestlers than the WWE did during that period of time. And the WWE also created wrestlers. The WCW, who did they create? They created some people, but who? Sting, right? the Steiner brothers. Flair. Ish. I mean, I kind of give credit to WWE and WCW for Flair. So yeah, I mean, but ECW, there's just piles and piles and piles of names that they created. So anyway, I digress on that. I could talk old school wrestling all day long, but let's get back to the Queen of the Ring, Allison. Jane and Mimi going for the Cruiserweight title holder. Yeah, so it's so good. I'm going back right now and rewatching from the inception of the NWO and the WCW on. And it's so funny. It's so amazing to watch it again. Yeah, Peacock's an amazing thing. Now, Allison trying to take control of what's going on in the ring. And Mimi says, hey, look, knock it off. I'm the champ. This is my house. Allison, though, wrestling like a person possessed. Gets a 1 count on Jane. And Mimi goes for the crossbody, misses it. Jane fights out of the head scissors lock that she was in. And huge back heel kick right to the face of Mimi upside the head. She's grabbing her head right now. Jane is laying the rights down. And for some reason, Mimi busts that up. Goes for the side slam. And there's that semi-extraction move. There's a few wrestlers that do it. And goes for the pin. 2. Gets a 2 count on Mimi. And Allison decides that it's time for her to play it up to the crowd. Kinda Jane got the raw end of that twice. And there it is, mini Rockopotamus. She's the only one that does it. Not quite the Rockopotamus, but like a mini version. It's almost like the mini extraction that some of these wrestlers do. And Allison connects on that. Little late reacting. Jane then grabs her, whips her into the corner. Up to the second rope. And this looks like a crazy move. That is like a jump through sit stunner chin breaker. Who knows what that is? But it was off the second rope, so it's a lot stronger. Jane steps through, kicks Mimi, catches her with the right on the way by, gets a 1 count. Allison trying to pick herself up. And I'm going to tell you right now, the NWO, we weren't sure if they were in the women's division. They obviously are now in the women's division. We have got to make sure that TSW maintains control of the Cruiserweight title. If you want to watch some great wrestling, 1995 WCW and WWE through the year till the end of the WCW, and then for another 5 or 6 years in the WWE. Amazing wrestling, great storylines. The fact that it's a 1 count. What I love about wrestling, I love knowing, I've always known, even as a kid, the business side of wrestling, the storylines that are created, and then how the wrestlers tell that story in the ring. That's what I love. That's what I love about this. And getting to interact with everybody and their versions of what they remember and how they do things with all you guys. Like, I love it. That's what I love. I love it. It has actually helped me reconnect with some of my buddies. Rob Lee, one of them. That's all we used to talk about in the Army, storylines, me and him back and forth. They should do this, they should do this. And I mean intricate storylines. So, crazy. Allison Wagner, I'm telling you, we've already talked about this one time. outside the ring is the great equalizer. Not where you want to be. Allison going for the pin on Jane. 1, 2. Mimi trying to get back to her feet. Allison helping Jane to her feet and catches her with that kick. Probably going for the pin. Tried to pin Mimi with that kick one time, but that is not the finisher. 1, 2. But it is. You take a heel of somebody's foot right in the side of your ear, and that's not good. Mimi actually hits her with the Via More. 1, 2, 3, and eliminates the NWO Allison out of here. TSW will retain the title no matter what happens tonight. And that is really good news. Finally, dealing the NWO their first blow of this pay-per-view. Now it's one-on-one. Mimi has been the only cruiserweight champion ever. Can Jane change that tonight? If they stay on the outside of this ring and Jane keeps doing that, she just might be able to do it. That is a lot of damage being dealt. Mimi ducks that right kick, gets her in a bulldog, down on the ground, and now she goes for a pin, using the ring a little bit. 1, 2, and Jane kicks out. Kind of had her foot up against the ring, using that as leverage to push against, but Jane still finds a way to kick out of that. Jane going for a combo and gets thrown right into the ring post for her troubles. And Mimi, obviously, Mimi wore out too. Jane trying to get back up. Just doesn't have the strength to do it. Tribal Chief in the house. We may need to call on the Tribal Chief depending on what happens tonight with the world title. Jane kind of hits that mini extraction maneuver. Rolls Mimi up. 1, 2, 3, and Jane is now our brand new TSW Cruiserweight title champion.
Here is your winner and new
Gotta dance a little bit.
Cruiserweight champion.
Gotta get your dance on.
Legend killer, Jane.
Now I feel bad for Mimi, but now we finally have our second Cruiserweight title holder. Whoa, Rowdy. Rowdy says he's got his eyes on you too. Rowdy's got his eyes on Rob, and Rowdy's got his eyes on the Tribal Chief. Congratulations goes out to Jane winning the Cruiserweight title. I told you when her and TJ lost the tag team titles that I just had a feeling there were some big singles pushes in their future. And there is. TJ becomes the television champion. Jane becomes the cruiserweight champion. Look at the king, Dragonov. He says, I'll make you an offer you can't refuse. That's what that pose reminds me of. But yeah, the king, Kedri, my son Cameron in the New World Order, and Dave with the TSW Light Heavyweight Championship on the line. Now, we don't have enough cruiserweights to have a cruiserweight title, so this is like our cruiserweight title. We have maybe one or two cruiserweights, but we do have quite a few light heavyweights. You were actually scheduled tonight to wrestle for the Intercontinental title. A last-second change happened, so the Intercontinental title belt will be on the line tomorrow night. TSW Monday Night Wrestling.
Introducing the challenger from Bray, County Wicklow, Ireland, weighing in at 225 pounds. Scotty.
Kedri, the undefeated entrance champion, if there was such a thing, makes his dancing way down to the ring. Hey, I'm going to tell you a funny story. Like, I say it, but nobody has been able to defend the TSW Survival title. Not only did Recon do it, he won it, and then he defended it, and he defended it before losing it. Like, he's defended it twice. Tonight, Totes has a really, if he can beat Rob Lee to retain the world title, it will be the longest number of defenses in a row. Right now, tied with Ozzy. It'll be the longest number of defenses.
The challenger from Asgard, weighing in at 223 pounds, he is the men's All-Star Champion, King Drago, the Dragon King.
King Dragonov, the Dragon King, making his way down to the ring with his shiny new crown and TSW King of the Ring title belt, the 2022 King of the Ring winner, and he will get a title shot of some sort at every single, look, he even flipped it around so you can see it, at every single pay-per-view event we have. That is what is in store for the King of the Ring. That is what is in store tonight and on the line for the Queen of the Ring, which will be our main event. Dragons, that's on another level. That doesn't always happen, but it happened that time. Look at Dragonov, King of the Ring stuff everywhere.
Introducing the challenger from Austin, Texas, weighing in at 200 pounds, Cameron Wolf Barton.
Cameron Wolf Barton. He was Rob's tag team partner and defected with Rob to become the second known member of the New World Order that we knew about. And then we found out that Danny Ladz and Peyton Hardy were also members of the New World Order. And then we found out Totes' tag team partner, in fact, himself was a member of the New World Order and left Totes on an island to fight everybody. Totes won, which is crazy.
And introducing the champion from Newcastle upon Tyne, England, weighing in at 220 pounds, he is the light heavyweight champion, Dangerous Dave.
Dangerous Dave, two-time light heavyweight champion. But tonight we'll have to defend it against three competitors, Dragonov, Kedri, and a member of the New World Order. So we cannot, I said this every match that they happen to be in, but we cannot let them in and win another title belt. They have already won 2 titles tonight. We have staved them up against another one, and we need to do it here right now. Some of these arenas, I'm kind of sad that they're pay-per-view arenas and we only get to see them once every so often. The old Dragon Bomb and Irish Car Bomb right off the bat. So now, with all this underway, the NWO invasion going, can we hold them off in this match? And really, another big one, who's going to walk out of here with the light heavyweight championship? Dave, a two-time winner. Simba, one time, but they are the only two to ever win this title belt. And it is on the line tonight. This is Dragonov, Kedri, and Cameron's first attempt at going after this title belt, though. So that will be interesting. Kedri and Dragonov fighting, and I mean, they are back and forth. Dave been getting the better of the New World Order, which is a good thing. Kedri going for the pin, gets a 1 count. But now, outside this ring is not necessarily where you want to be at. Big Pele kick by Dave. Dragonov with a slam and going up top. Getting ready to drop Dragon's Breath right on Kedri. Big elbow. Will he go for the pin, though? He does. Referee doesn't see it. 1, 2, and gets a 2.5 count on Kedri. Referee was paying attention to what was going on the outside of the ring and almost missed that. Dragonov just hits Kedri with the Dragon Bomb, and here we go. 1, 2, and almost again another 2.5 count. Cameron now working on Dave on the outside of that ring. Dave trying to get things back on track. And there it is, the backpack maneuver. Dave giving them the shooters right there. Rolls up Cameron. Cameron kicks out. Huge suplex off the top rope from Kedri. Kedri, instead of going for the cover, decides he wants to get the dance on. Once he gets his little dance maneuver going, Dragonov gets up and says, hey, stop laying to the crowd. Goes for a quick pin. This is how you do it. 1. Gets a 1 count on Kedri. And now Dragonov in control inside this match. Knocks him into the corner, throws him into the ropes, ducks him for a 1, and then they just run in, and then Kedri just starts letting it fly. Why not let it fly? Here we go. Kedri has won on this move before. Puts him in the head choking helicopter. Sunday, fun day, Sunday. That is exactly right, Tim. And Kedri looked like he was going for a side slam, but Dragonov reverses back out, spins around, DDTs him right into the mat. Dave went for a pin, not even a 1 count, though, as the referee is out of position. The referee is always going to be in position for the guys in the ring, though. Dragonov once again going up to the top. And Kedri sees him coming, and oh my God! Hits him with a knockout punch. And Dragonov is eliminated by Kedri. Did not see that coming. That is crazy. Holy cow. Hey, in Dragonov's defense, I don't think any of us would have got up from that. He was coming down, and here he comes down, and here comes out of nowhere a fist right up underneath the chin, and down he goes. Where he stops, only Kedri knows, but holy Moses. Kedri now with a little butt buster up onto Dave. Hits him with the right, hits him with the left. Cameron gets up, sees what's going on, picks him up, and what was that? That was like an under cradle full Nelson double knee slam, and Kedri's like, I do not appreciate that. Cameron's like, I don't care what you appreciate. Take one of these for your trouble. Boot right to the face. Now David's been sitting back, waiting for his moment. Looks like he kind of picked this one and got put out of it again. Cameron sit through powerbomb, and now Dave and Cameron go at it, but Cameron delivering a big right hand. Dave on the ground. Cameron falls on top of him, but Dave kicks out and one. Dave and Kedri are not going to be easy to beat from this point forward. And Kedri splits Cameron open. 1, 2, 3, and eliminates the NWO. So once again, at least we know that is a crazy pin. What was that? Dave, what are you doing? Get Totes Goats a manual. I have not seen that move before either. And I haven't seen it from Dave. The backpack, which Dave has won on many, many matches. Doesn't look like he's going for the pin. Rolls him up into a submission. Kedri trying to fight out of it. And Kedri jumps back through. And yeah, the one thing we know is TSW will win and retain the light heavyweight title. It will not be going onto the side of the NWO. So now it's the NWO 2, TSW 2. And that is good news. Dave just gave out, even carrying Kedri. There was no punches involved in that. Just his back gave out. And what a big uppercut punch. Kedri going for the pin. 1, 2. And Kedri's been on another level this match. Dave throws Kedri inside the ring. Kedri trying to get back to his feet. Dave, big right hand, and laying the boots to Kedri. Kedri, though, will hit you low. Now, maybe it's because of his height, the height of his wrestler, or maybe it's something else. Splits Dave open right there. Does kind of a Karate Kid type Heisman stance. And goes for an elbow, but Dave sidesteps it. But Kedri's the first to recover. Throws him back inside the ring. And Kedri's like newfound energy. Misses that, though. Takes a boot. Dave misses the punch and now gets put in the helicopter. And Kedri going for the pin, holding the chin down. Dave kicks out again. Dave does not like to lose, I'm going to tell you now. Not that anybody does, but Dave's on another level with this losing thing. Kedri now going up top. One jump. Does a little cross-guns maneuver to Dave. Does Dave see him coming? No! Crossbody off the top rope. Kedri grabs his own ribs and now picks him up and using Dave's own arm to choke him out. So that's got to be somewhat legal because Kedri's not choking him out. Dave's choking himself out. That might be a weird manipulation of the rules. And Kedri putting him in the Irish car bomb. This could be it. Goes for the pin. Rolls him up. 1, 2, 3. And we have a brand new TSW light heavyweight champion, Kedri.
Here is your winner and new light heavyweight champion, Scotty.
What is it about our light heavyweight champions? The ref can't even catch a break. You know, like, give me that belt and snatch that belt. Don't you tell me how to carry this belt. I know what I'm doing. Kedri, the new light heavyweight champion in TSW. But what a good match. How long, though, will Kedri hold on to this belt? Because Kedri is the one who eliminated everybody. There were 4 people. He eliminated 3 of them by himself. He was just like, bam, get out of here. Bam, get out of here. Bam, get out of here. Be interesting. But it would take a huge move. It would take a huge move to get rid of Dragonov the way he did. I'm going to tell you what else, too, since Milkman is also in the... Milkman's got some things that are going to be coming up soon. So, Milkman wrestles off air a lot. And now that I do this with everybody, so I can see what's going to make the best matches, what should work, what should not work. And we don't know. We just put them together, and then whatever happens, happens, right? But Milkman's got a push coming up as well. We'll see. We'll see if he can do it. He can do it off the air. Well, let's see if he can do it on the air.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the World Championship.
I am shocked at the end of the day, the commissioner, after what they did to Totes on Thursday Night Wrestling, would give these guys a shot at the TSW World title. I'm shocked. Look at the new swagger these guys have being apart. Nice. Nice, Milk. Look at the new swagger these guys got as soon as they don the colors of the NWO. Look at that. He's like, check out my shirt. Check it out. Watch it move, watch it groove. But Rob Lee finally getting his shot at the at the world title after winning the Intercontinental title belt. And I'm going to tell you, all you need, win the Intercontinental title belt, you will get a title shot at some point, period. Period. That is how I roll. If you can win the runner-up title, I'm going to give you a shot at the big title, right? Maybe you're ready for it, maybe you're not, who knows? But tonight, Rob Lee will step in the ring with Totes McGoats one-on-one for the world title. Now, the only two people that have ever held on to the title is GC Rock and Totes McGoats. Totes McGoats currently is tied for the longest title run with Ozzy in number of title defenses. And if he wins tonight, will be the longest one. Now, because of what happened to Totes on Thursday night, GC Rock has ordered that Totes McGoats get escorted to the ring so he doesn't get jumped to make this a fair fight. And just know, the Wolfpack music is playing. Don't turn your back on the Wolfpack. Get excited. What happened? Totes is pissed. I think we're all pissed. Hey, in a few weeks, that is going to be possible. It's not quite possible right now. In a few weeks, it will be possible. But who's in your bloodline? Who is it? That's what we got to figure out. Believe you me, I've been thinking about it. Maybe it's Max and Milk. Who knows? World title, TSW world title on the line tonight.
Introducing the challenger
against the New
from
World
St.
Order.
Louis, Missouri, weighing in at 273 pounds, the Warden, Rob Lee.
Rob Lee, the leader of the NWO, gets his world title shot.
Introducing the champion from Huntsville, Alabama, weighing in at 262 pounds, he is the world champion, the Reaper.
Totes McGoats. Now, the only thing that I'm not really sure about is why the commissioner would reward Rob's behavior with a world title shot after doing what he did, but he's doing it. Or is it so Totes can get his hands on? I don't know. We're going to have to find out. Either way, this could be brilliant or it could backfire in our faces, but Totes might need to calm down a little bit because he's making mistakes already. Rob knocking him out of the ring. And on the outside of this ring is not where we want to be. Not if we're going to be taking hits. Totes is really from Huntsville. That is true. And anytime anybody comes through Huntsville, let me know. We will have a beer. I'll even cook you a steak. That's how I roll. Rob taking it back inside the ring. Coach is actually from Texas. I live in Huntsville. Lived in Huntsville for a while. So yeah, I mean, no problem. Toast was doing Rob a favor. He's trying to hide his face from the pain from wrenching on his neck with his shirt, right? It's just the kind of guy Totes is. Rolls him up, one, but you know it's way too early. Heck yeah. Nice. Nice. I drive down through there quite a few times. Part of my job takes me all over the country, really, well, all over the Midwest right now, to the East Coast, all over. What is this? Quick roll-up, gets a 1 count, still way too early. Like, and look, at the end of the day, we know Rob should have got a title shot. We know this. He didn't because of the way things lined up, but now that is what has led to this. But we still got to win. We can't lose. Next time I go through Cleveland, I'll try to send you a message to see if you want to stop somewhere and get a drink. Oh my God, out of nowhere, C4 on Toast Magos, rolls him up, 1, 2, and man, I'm going to tell you right now, I have changed some settings so finishers are a lot stronger than they used to be. So the kick out of a finisher is pretty good. Pretty good and lucky. Rob Lee getting to work on that leg though. After hitting Totes with the C4, somehow he kicks out of it. Takes him, rolls him up. 1. Totes kicks out in 1, not having that. And Rob starting to get a little bit frustrated. Goes for the kick in the back of Totes. Totes picks him up. Electric chair drop. And now Totes getting to work. Hey, and I'm going to tell you this. If you're ever on the other side of the pond and you ever somehow make it to the States and Alabama, you come see Totes. Totes has a lot of guns. We will go to a firing range and go shooting some guns. I've offered it up to all of my friends from across the pond. I got you. Totes is trying. Totes is trying, but I'm on the wrong end of the deal, or Totes is on the wrong end of the deal right now. Rob Lee gets out. And now better camera angles on the outside of the ring. That is nice. We found that setting. so now they're not hidden. Referee sees that Rob got rid of that turnbuckle thing and is now starting to put it back on. Again, it's great. It's great being on the outside if you're the aggressor, but if you are not, that is not where you want to be. Both guys just giving everything they can behind those right hands. And big European uppercut taking Totes down to the ground. I was going to say, you can't win the title on the outside of the ropes. Big side slam by Rob. Goes for the pin. 1, 2, and Totes kicks out. That was 2.5. I was getting a little nervous there. NWO, and now Rob setting up for it again. And hits him again with the C4. This could be it. Brings him to the center of the ring. 1, 2, 3, and there is a brand new world champion. So Totes fights him off Thursday night, but just didn't have enough left in the tank to defend the world title here tonight.
Your winner and new world champion, the Warden, Rob Lee.
Rob Lee said he wanted his world title shot, formed the NWO to get it, gets it, and now is the owner of the TSW world title. Now, a few things have happened tonight because GC Rock did drop the hardcore title, and it may just be GC Rock going after Rob Lee to win back the TSW World Championship. What a crazy, crazy turn of events. Did not see that coming. You would think you beat 3 guys in one night, but then just 3 days later, you have to defend the world title. Just didn't have a lot left in the tank. You could tell, and that is a consideration in here. The more you wrestle, like, you have to have recovery time. We do have some work to do. But before we can even think about that work, right now it's the NWO 3, TSW 2. We have got to, between TJones and Ozzy, win this match. Because as you can tell, Air Boom, Shyanne and Kylee are also a part of the women's NWO. So the NWO, this is like a big thing now. Like, this is like, looks like total takeover. They are in the women's division. They are in the men's division. And we have to win. This is the main event of the evening. This is to crown the TSW Queen of the Ring. So we are about to crown the queen right now. But I can't even fathom what would happen if the NWO ends up winning the Queen of the Ring.
Making her way to the ring from Jersey City, New Jersey, she is the Women's Intercontinental Champion, the Maniac, Shy Girl Davis.
Cheyenne Davis, and you can tell, and I've said this about every single NWO member, is walking with a new strut. And I'm going to tell you, instead of knocking them down a few pegs tonight, they have won the world title, they have won the tag team title, and they have won the hardcore title. Like, they've won 3 of the 4 major titles in the men's division. The women have kept them at bay so far tonight, and hopefully that will end here with this. Oh, Rowdy, I like what you just said. I like what you just said. If you guys really know wrestling, like if you understand wrestling, who do you think has the attitude in TSW to be a member of the Four Horsemen? Who do you think would be the Four Horsemen? You let me know who that is. That is interesting. I love the Four Horsemen. I think Rowdy's one of them.
And her opponents. First, from Tampa, Florida, she is the Women's Television Champion, TJones.
That's funny. I think you're right, Eagle. I think if I was going to compare you to somebody, it would almost be, and I love the guy. I don't love what he did, don't get me wrong, but just if we're just strictly talking about wrestling, Chris Benoit. Rowdy seems to be like that Arn Anderson, like enforcer guy, right? Who's going to be the Dean Malenko? Who's going to be the Ric Flair? Or do we even need those guys? Do we need 2 Arn Andersons or 3? So now we've got the Intercontinental title holder, the former Intercontinental title holder, and Kylee right here.
Austin, Texas, the Anomaly, Kylee Watson.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. And it's funny you just quoted Arn Anderson. Yeah, it's funny you say that because I have some of my own thoughts on that as well. Love the wrestler, though. Look at that Kylee outfit. That is interesting. We're really trying a lot of different things right now as far as the creation of wrestlers. I don't know if you go all the way to my channel, go back a few videos and see where this started and how the characters looked to today, how the characters look. I'm getting pretty good at this creating wrestlers thing. I love it, Recon. So, Intercontinental Women's Champion,
and
TV Women's Champion.
Elysian Fields, she is the Women's World Champion, the X Factor.
And the Women's World title holder with a former Intercontinental title holder. It is no mistake how these 4 women made it into this match. No, absolutely, I am with you. But I didn't get to watch them live. You know what I mean? So then, the group that I always associate, that's the best group, hands down. The group I always associate is Ric Flair, Arn Anderson, Chris Benoit, and Dean Malenko. I don't know why in the world they ever put Mongo into it. Sid Vicious was a mistake. There was a time and a place, but not when they did it. I think Sting and Lex Luger, when Sting wasn't a mistake, but he's not a horseman, right? I never pictured him as a horseman. He doesn't have that attitude. He is one of the best, but not that attitude. And then nobody could do anything with Lex Luger. Nobody. And he certainly was too young to even be a horseman when they let him in. to being a horseman. Like, the guys you named had that attitude. Dean Malenko had that attitude. Chris Benoit had that attitude. Mongo tried to have that attitude, but it just felt fake all the time. Forever not on here, forever in person, I'll tell you what I think about Mongo. TSW Queen of the Ring title belt on the line tonight. The winner of this match will be the Queen of the Ring, no matter what happens. But it will be the last person standing. The next thing that I've been doing and really checking out why these guys go through their finishing moves in the beginning of this. The very first thing that I've done, or the very next thing that I've really been doing to check everything out is working on different move sets. So you're going to start seeing some different moves come out of these wrestlers. I worked on the finishers, now I'm working on other stuff. So it makes more sense. Now, kind of the one thing, too, that I wish the Logic would do is know that Air Boom are tag team partners. And then Air Boom would fight other people until they had to fight each other. That would be smart. If Penny was in the ring, her and Ozzy wouldn't fight each other until they were the last two. Then they would fight each other if they had to. You know what I mean? So, if there was two major things I wish we could fix with the Logic, it would be that, and it would be protected finishing moves, saying that you couldn't kick out of these finishing moves. If that finishing move got put on you, you can't kick out of it. So Kylee now taking Shyanne, drops her down on those steel steps. Ozzy in control inside the ring. And I guess if each person's going to get rid of each person, that would be one thing. But we know that's not how it's going to go. Ozzy putting TJ in some crazy-looking submission move, but TJ finally gets out of it. And remember, TJ can win a match at any time. Ozzy hits TJ with the yellow brick road. Shyanne locks Kylee into a submission hold, and Kylee fights out of it as well. Kylee sends Shyanne to the outside. Looked like Ozzy might have wanted to take on Kylee right away, but instead stays inside. But remember again, TJ has the golden hammer, and if she hits you with it, I don't think you're getting up. I just don't think you're getting up. But it's a matter of her actually hitting you with it also. Yeah, absolutely. That's why I like saying Sting walks alone. Even when he was in the New World Order. All right, one pin going down. 1, 2. And a 2 count on Kylee over Shyanne. Now remember, Shyanne did beat Kylee for the Intercontinental title. What is the referee doing? The referee is just staring at TJ and Ozzy inside the ring. And Shyanne again goes for the pin. 1, 2. And a kick out. TJ with a reverse pile driver goes for the pin on Ozzy. 1, 2. And Ozzy kicks out in 2. Kind of crazy. Kylee now going for the cover on Shyanne. 1, 2. And Shyanne kicks out in 2. And Dave, welcome to the stream. You may not want to go back and watch what happens, but you may. Who knows? You did wrestle, though. Again, they're just like pin-o-matic on the outside, too. Shyanne kicks out in 2 again. Ozzy rolls up TJ. 1, 2. Yeah, I get why he joined the Wolf Pack. It was another way to fight the black and white, but then it didn't turn into that. So then, yeah, I'm with you. I don't know. If you knew the real story later on, like between the wrestlers and the things, that's pretty interesting. Shyanne, not even a 1 count, rolls her up. Ozzy going for a huge number of moves. Now off the ropes and big drop kick down onto TJ. Picks her back up and hits her one more time with the yellow brick road. Doesn't go for the cover this time. And now just kind of gives her a little taunt, like get on up, and then goes for the cover. 1, 2, and 2 and like 5/8. That was a lot. That was past 2.5. Picks her up in a weird cross choke slam maneuver. Goes for the pin. 1, 2, 3. And Ozzy eliminates TJ. Not what we wanted to see, to be honest. So right now, all of them they didn't know that the NWO was even going to be involved in this match. And look, the NWO is still fighting themselves as well. But it would have been better, I would have thought, for them to eliminate the NWO and then go at it. So now Ozzy, the last hope for TSW in the Queen of the Ring match. And honestly, depending on how this even goes, how like the one-on-one little matches go, one of these two may get their shot at the world title soon as well. Shyanne now just going to town, takes a quick breather, says, hey, let me soak this in. This is the Queen of the Ring, and I am in the main event. Big headbutt. Now, you don't typically see headbutts coming in the women's division, but Shyanne is seriously just letting loose on all of the competitors in the ring. Ozzy needs to get one of these two out. We need her to pull a Totes My Ghost, but not a Totes My Ghost from today. A Totes My Ghost from last Thursday. But her road's a little bit tougher because both of them are in the ring at the same time with her. Kylee goes for the pin. 1, 2, and Ozzy kicks out in 2. But now Shyanne sets her sights on Kylee. And May has her in the walls of Jericho. We call that the walls of Shyanne. 1. No, and Kylee gets out of it. It is funny how fast these tables will turn in this match. From who's fighting who to who's not fighting who to who's getting pinned by who. So many extraction, but 1, 2, and Ozzy kicks out of that. Kylee laying the boots to everybody. Call that the anyone kicks. She doesn't even care if she's going after. She's just letting it fly. Ozzy getting back to her feet, but I am not sure. Oh, Shyanne sees it. And Ozzy was setting up for the Land of Oz, but Shyanne stops her from doing that, and big spine buster slam. Goes for the pin. 1, 2, and 2 count. Kylie still trying to get her wits about her. And looks like a power bomb. Sit through power bomb. Ref didn't understand that was a pin. 1, 2, 3. And Kylee eliminates Shyanne. So now it's down to TSW versus the NWO. Mano a mano, or womano. Woman versus woman. For who is going to be the queen of the ring. Ozzy looking like she's getting a second breath. Getting to work on Kylee. Rolls her up. The ref is running somewhere. Starting to wonder if the referee is being paid for by the New World Order. Like, is this referee being brought to you by the New World Order? So Ozzy picks up Kylee, hits her with the yellow brick road, goes, rolls her up. 1, 2, 3, and Ozzy is your brand new Queen of the Ring and current world title holder. Ozzy bringing it home for TSW. Thankfully.
Female All-Star Champion, the X Factor.
The brand new Queen of the Ring, so no matter what, at every single pay-per-view, just like Dragonov, Ozzy will have a title shot of some sort. It is a huge deal and a huge victory for our current TSW Women's Champion. Quite amazing. Quite amazing. And thankful. NWO 3, TSW 3. We've got some work to do come Monday Night Wrestling. But on Monday Night Wrestling, we will see Milkman in action. We will see Recon Delta in action. Eagle will get his shot against Jace for the hardcore title. Should be interesting. Will Dave get his shot? Will it be the light heavyweight championship? Will it be something else? Don't know, but we will find out tomorrow night when we see Monday night, TSW Monday Night Wrestling live here on TSW, the TSW network. So, from Toast My Goats to all of you guys out there, thank you for stopping by. Thank you for watching TSW's Queen of the Ring. And remember, leave your comments in the section down below on who you think would make a good Four Horsemen. And we will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.